reached the High Fashion Hotline.
Good news, fall is here. Bad news, my family style has fallen out of fashion.
Get to Old Navy.
Old Navy?
Yep, fall's best styles are on sale now at Old Navy for up to 50% off store-wide at Old Navy and OldNavy.com.
Up to 50% off store-wide? I think I'm falling in love.
Plus, grab jeans from just $15 for adults, $10 for kids, and comfy, cozy sweaters to fall for from just $15 for adults, $12 for kids.
Ooh, new sweaters and jeans on sale? Old Navy, here we come.
High fashion, Old Navy. Valid 10/10 to 10/19. Select styles only.
Blog Talk Radio.
Unmarket Your Business, the podcast, born out of the need to share strategies and techniques that really work to market your business. Think yellow page ads and cold calls are your only choice? That's so last century. You're about to learn tested, tried and true marketing techniques you can apply and master, ones that feel authentic instead of salesy, strategies that are true to who you are and how you want to present yourself to your ideal clients. Let's join our host, Carol Joyce Dunlop, in the studio now and allow business success to move forward. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I am your host, Carol J. Dunlop. How are you doing today? I hope that you have dried out and that you are safe and that you were not too much affected by the hurricane Irma and maybe even Jose that went through recently. I know we've had a streak of them. So my heart and prayers go out to all the ones who are affected. And just so you know, my husband and I, we're doing awesome. We're not really affected by the hurricane, which is really, really good. I've heard from my family. They're all good, and everybody's tucked in safe. So I hope and wish the same for you. So now today we're talking about still continuing on with trending and how to get yourself in the trends that are going on so that you can market your business successfully. And today I have an interview with two people who I have known for almost 2 years now. I'm actually going to be speaking at the Lift Conference in October, and the founders, Ranelli Williams and Kim Jones, paid me a visit. We had to kind of schedule some time in. They couldn't be here live, but we were able to record it earlier this week, and I'm going to play that for you now. I'll be back on right as we finish, and I hope you get a lot out of it because it was actually a great show. It is a great show. So stay tuned. Okay, so I am here with my two guests, Ranelli Williams and Kim Jones, and as I've talked about before, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it for a while, that I'm going to be guest speaking at the conference, the Lift Conference that's coming up in October. I am so happy. But I got the two women who came up with this thing in real life right now, in charge, who are going to come on and tell us all about it. So Ranelli and Kim, welcome to the show. How you guys doing?
Good. Thank you.
Cool. It's so good to have you on. So I've told everybody already that we had to record this earlier because we just couldn't all get in the same place at the same time because it's crazy. You know, entrepreneurs, this is how we work. We're always marketing something. We're always doing something. We're always busy, right? What is that thing they say, that if you want something done, you give it to a busy person?
Right.
So we're gonna get into what the Lift Conference is all about and how excited I am and the lineup that we have. But before we do that, I would like for each of you to kind of introduce yourself to the audience and tell a little bit about what you do and your background so we can get to know you a little bit better. So why don't you go ahead, Ranelli?
All right. Well, Ranelli Williams. I am a child of God first, a wife second, and a mom of two third, and everything else after.
I know that's
and my husband and I, we own a tax and accounting business. I'm a certified public accountant, and we provide tax services to individuals as well as small businesses, and then bookkeeping, accounting, and consulting services to small businesses and nonprofits. In addition to that, I am an author. I am a speaker. I am a conference host leader of the Lift Conference. I'm a doctoral student. I wear many hats.
Your hats are making me tired. Just listening to your hats are making me tired.
They make me tired too, Carol.
I know, but you are doing it well, I must say. Now, Kim, tell us about you.
Yes. So I am also a wife, a mother. I am a certified personal life coach. My background is in corporate training. So right now I do a lot of career development with individuals that are out of work. I am the author of Smart Women Thrive, a 30-day inspiration to a better you, and also the co-host of the Lift Conference. So like Ranelli, many hats.
Definitely. I mean, where would we be? I mean, as women, I think we all wear a lot of hats. And one of those hats that you guys didn't even talk about is the marketing hat for all that you do, for your business, marketing for your personal endeavors, and, of course, marketing for that Lift Conference. How do you guys find time for all that stuff?
It's a sacrifice.
Well, I'll go, Carol. One of the things that I've learned to do, I'm learning to do better, I should say, because I'm a work in progress, is to really keep a tight schedule and try to make sure that I have everything scheduled out. I know when I'm going to do stuff, because the way my brain works, I'm always thinking of something, right? And so I used to find myself, and sometimes still do, just I'm working on one thing and then I jump to the other thing because of the multiple hats, and something exciting comes in my brain and I want to go do that, but I have to, pull myself back and say, okay, I'm working on Lyft now, and I'm going to spend the next hour or the next hour and a half to work on that. I have my business, my accounting business that I have to run. These are the hours that I have to work, and I really have to stick with it, or else you'll just, be all over the place.
So true. So true. So I want to ask both of you, have you ladies had an instance where you've had to kind of get rid of some things out of your life to make room for some other things that were more important? And if you did, how did you accomplish that?
So when you're saying get rid of just anything in your personal life, yes, of course. I'll say for me, as far as me, just working and trying to start a business and doing the Lift Conference, there are just some things, you have to put over to the side and just put that on hold until you just continue to do what you need to do. For me, it's so...
Exactly.
It's a lot harder because I do work a full-time job and come home and, just have so much to do, and I just feel like sometimes where do we find the time? Where am I making this time up? So there are some things, you have to put to the side, you have to put down and just say, I can't do this right now. So, yes, in that sense, of course, there are things you have to put to the side and just, not pick up right now.
Yeah, exactly. I can say personally that for me, there are certain projects that I certainly had to just say, okay, Ranelli, this must wait. For example, I wanted to, do a workbook, that go along with my book, and, I wanted to get it done by a certain time. But then I look at, you heard of all the things I'm doing right now, and I'm like, realistically, Ranelli, when are you going to sleep? So I have, there's certain things that you just have to say, it's not, you're not, saying no to it. You're saying it just has to wait.
Right.
Exactly. And one of the things I said, I'm not starting any new major projects until I'm done my doctoral program. And so that just pushes me. Get it done, Ranelli, because you got to get some other stuff in too, So
exactly.
Creating that balance.
I'm glad you said that, because sometimes, we look at each other and we think that the other woman over there has everything together. She is Superwoman. She's doing it all. I see her on Facebook. I see her on Twitter. I see her doing this and, doing that. But in truth, I think we all have those moments where we're about to lose our brain, and we really need to calm it down and say, hey, we can do this and we can do that, but we can't do all of this all at the same time. We can be Superwomen, but, we just can't do everything. We can't have everything all at once. That's why I'm so excited about the LIFT conference. So who wants to talk about how this thing got started and where it is at this point, and give us some background about who's going to be there, because I'm so excited about the whole thing.
Well, this actually started, Carol, in 2016. Ranelli and I did a 2-hour workshop. We had about 16 women that came to our conference, and that was called Redesign Your Life and Master Your Money. And we got such a really good response from that. So was it June, July, August, September, October, November? So within 5 months, we decided to do our first LIFT conference. And we literally put that together in 5 months. And we had over 80 women that attended that conference. And the response was just overwhelming. And people were saying, you know what, this should be a movement. So we decided to make it an annual conference for women. And that's how it was birthed, through our 2-hour workshop.
I remember when you did that workshop initially, because actually a company that I was a part of at that time, Write Books That Sell Now, we actually put something in the goodie bags, and I think that's how I met. That's how I met Ranelli. That's how I met you. And I remember you guys talking about it. So that's awesome. You take just a conference that you started, and now you got this thing. So what is LIFT about? What does it stand for? And just why should we even think about this thing? I mean, I know, but I want the audience to know.
Right. Well, LIFT is ladies being intentional about finishing strong. So we want to finish strong in 2017, and we want to transform our life and business in 2018. So, it's a conference here in the Poconos. We, we geared towards women, faith-based women in business and ministry. And our purpose is really to pull together women, for us to understand the importance of sistership, of collaboration, and most importantly, of God as the foundation of our businesses. And then once we're together in that room, we bring into the room speakers that are going to help us transform. We went out of our way to get the best of the best in the room so that, we can learn from them. People who have, shown success in their own businesses and their own endeavors, even people who have failed and had to start over, because one of the speakers we have is Mike Calloway. And if you listen to his book, his intro to Profit First, he spoke about, how he, he went to rock bottom. He lost everything. And he came home at the dining room table with his family and just burst in tears. And, his little daughter got up. Once he explained, I lost everything. He was so ashamed. I lost it all. We have nothing. And his daughter got up, went to her room, and got her piggy bank. And brought it to him and said, Daddy, I'll help. I'll help the family finance. And that just gave him what it took to, to move forward, to build again. So it's not people who don't have, the issues that we're having. It's not people who, didn't go through the struggle. It's people who went through the struggle, but they pushed through the struggle. And they're going to teach us how they did that and built multi-million-dollar businesses.
Exactly. And I have to say, with Mike, you scored a big one with him. Not that you didn't score a big one with all the speakers who are there, but you scored a big one with him. He was recently here in Atlanta, and I heard him speak. And when he told that story live, there wasn't a dry eye in the audience when he actually went through that whole story and told about his little girl bringing him the piggy bank and giving him the money and, offering the money and stuff. Who doesn't? That tugs at everybody's heart. But I have to commend you guys for the variety of speakers that you put in there. You've got women, you got Mike in there, and you have April Frank Hunt in there. You have other people who are going to bring such a depth of knowledge and such variety. So, it's going to be awesome. You can almost say that you're putting people through a life and business seminar at the same time for
Absolutely.
what they're going to learn.
Absolutely. And you know what I want to say? You talking about the variety and the type of people. It's all about relationships, Carol.
Oh yeah.
All about relationships. April was my coach. Wendy Y. Bailey. I got to know her through you. Different people. It's based on relationships. Mike, I'm going through Mike's program now to become a Profit First professional.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
I know who to go to now.
Say that again?
I said I know who to go to now for the Profit First stuff because I'm all in on his program.
I'm going through his program, and so it gave us the opportunity, to get him to come to the conference.
Mhm. That is wonderful. Because the whole thing about, like you said, the relationship building, that I think that's first and foremost with everything. I mean, you can't really have, like Wendy Y. Bailey teaches, sales is a conversation. It's a conversation between, people, building a relationship so that they feel comfortable enough with you to buy what you have. And when I'm talking about collaborating with other people and getting to know them, you can't collaborate with strangers. You have to at some point connect and have something in common so you can collaborate and build something bigger. And then also hearing other people's stories of how they were able to, start over again or make their thing bigger. Like the girl from Blogalicious, Stacey Ferguson, she's going to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how she built that humongous conference that she has every year from just a little thing she started doing that, and that sucker took off, and she doesn't, she builds it on volunteers and people that are helping her and sponsors and stuff. So I can't wait not only to participate, I can't wait to speak, but I can't wait to learn.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love you saying that because although I'm the host, I'll be there with pen and paper, learning from all people who will be in the room,
Exactly.
And Carol, I wanted to also say that, our relationship started with you putting a, something about your business in our swag bags for that workshop.
Right, exactly.
That's how it started.
Right.
You put in something, we developed a relationship from there. So that was last June. Last November, you helped us behind the scenes with the LIFT conference, and now you're speaking at the LIFT conference. I really want our listeners to really hear that, because it's all about the relationship. It's all about making that a first investment, right?
Yes.
As you first made that investment, that initial investment to put the information in our, in our swag bags. You had no idea where that was going to lead. But we developed a relationship from there. You helped us behind the scenes last year for the LIFT conference. This year you're speaking at the LIFT conference. I just can't, say enough about that.
Well, also you guys impressed me so much, that you're actually one of the stories, one of the case studies that's in my book that's coming out about collaboration. That's what I'm going to be speaking about.
Oh, wow.
About how you make that first move. Because my first move really was to join April's Facebook group. That was the very first thing. And I started getting to know people. And I joined, just as I talk about it in the book, with a mind, a servant leadership mind. I want to help. I want to see how I can help these people who are here to do better with their technology. So that was the main thing. And I just happened to see your post, and you said, we need something for the swag bag, and I connected with you, and we worked all that out, and that was, like I said, last June, and now look at where we are now. I think it's awesome. I really think it's awesome.
The growth. And you know what, Carol, going back to what you were saying about Stacey and Blogalicious and how she started and how Mike started, we want women that are going to be attending this conference to know that you can start from nothing and grow into something. But the key is to start from somewhere. And we want to give these women the tools and the strategies and everything that they need to start. And that's what we hope these women can get out of this. Because even though they may have businesses, some of them could be stuck in their business. They may not know where to go next. And we just want everyone to win that's going to come through those doors on October 14th and 15th. It's for the women. It's really for them.
Exactly, because I'm going to tell you one thing. If you look at the amount of information that's out there now about starting a business, marketing a business, maintaining a business, it's really overwhelming. And a lot of it is so cookie cutter or so not specific to whatever we do. I mean, there's general information out there. But to come to a conference like this, where you have all these different levels of speakers, people who have been in business for 20-something odd years, people who have been in business for 5 years, people who have made over $1 million, people who have made hundreds of thousands of dollars, people who are just starting out but are really making a mark in their world. They can tell you specifically how they did what they did and how they're ramping it up, or the things that worked. And what I'd love to see happen with everyone who's listening right now is to actually make plans to get there, because we're going to tell you how to get there in just a second. Make plans to get there. Come there with your pen, paper, iPad, Android phone, your computer, laptop, whatever. Take all the notes you need and then go back and make a success of what you're doing, and then come back and tell us how this helped you to move forward. I think that would be awesome.
Yes, it would definitely be awesome.
Yes, I totally agree. And one of the things we're going to do at this year's conference is we're going to pull a couple of people who attended last year's conference so that they can share their updates, so that, people can see that it's making a difference. It's not about just coming out. It's not about just coming out, sitting in a room, and then go back to business as usual. We really sincerely want lives to be changed. We want to see people grow. We want to see people build their businesses. It's about legacy building. It's about, building something that's larger than yourself, than you can even imagine, and it can happen. You just got to be connected with the right people, have the right attitude, get the right information, and then act on that information. And that's what we want to encourage people who are going to be at the LIFT conference to do.
Exactly. Action. Action speaks louder than words, and you got to act or nothing happens. And speaking of acting, how do people get to the conference? What's the website, and what else do they need to do?
The website is www.liftconference2017.com. They can go on there. They can register. We advise everyone to go in and don't wait. Don't delay. Get your tickets. We want you in the house. Also, if there's anyone out there that may want to advertise their business in our booklet, they can go to bit.ly/advertise with Lyft. Get in there. They can get a full page, a half page, a quarter page. They can get on our step and repeat banner. So we want them to go in there and do that as well. We also have a pitch contest that is open to 4 women. So they can get involved in that as well. They can go to bit.ly/Lyft pitched contest. So Lyft pitch contest. They can go on there as well and register for that.
And to piggyback off of what Kim is saying, all of those they can find on the website as well. So just so people don't, think they have to write all these different things down. If you go to www.liftconference2017.com, you can find all of that. There's a tab that says Advertise with Lyft. If you go to tickets, you can get any of the ticket levels, including the pitch contest as well.
Great. Okay, now Lyft, we're spelling that LIFT conference, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool, because I just want to make sure we don't get it confused with the other list that has a Y in it. It's liftconference2017.com. I want you to go and get your ticket right now, because all the VIP tickets are already sold out, right?
All the Platinum VIP tickets are sold out. We have just, I think, 2 or 3 premium VIP tickets left. Okay. So if you want to be premium VIP at the conference, you better do it like now, because those are going to be gone, in a few days.
Exactly. That is extra super delicious learning and discoveries and awesomeness. So go ahead and take care of that. Ranelli and Kim, thank you so much for coming on today to share
Carol,
this
before
information.
you wrap up, there's just one thing I want to share.
Okay.
That I was just impressed that we have a code, speaker code. Because you're a speaker and we're on with you today, we want to offer that code to our listeners.
Okay.
So when you go to purchase your ticket on Eventbrite, at the top, it says enter discount code. You can enter speaker, and you'll get 10% off as well.
Speaker and get 10%. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't know that, but hey, always good to have stuff. Yes, 10% off. Enter speaker in the promo code. So when you go to the website, just look up at the top. It'll say promo code. Enter it there, and then no matter which ticket you choose, it'll give you 10% off, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today and sharing this with my audience. It was truly uplifting. I can't wait for the LIFT conference. I'm getting ready now, getting all my stuff together, and plus I'm getting my pen and paper and all that ready because I'm going to have a boatload of notes and I'm going to be taking from everybody I know.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much, ladies. Wow. Well, we are done now. The interview was, I was able to listen to it as we went through, and it was even better than I even thought. I've learned so much from it again. It was awesome to have Kim and Ranelli on there. So remember, when you go to liftconference2017.com and you see all the speakers that are there, you see all the information, the pitch contest, everything that's going to happen, and you decide, hey, I'm going to this conference, and you go to purchase your ticket, it will actually take you to Eventbrite. That's the service that is where you can pay for your ticket, and at the very top, when you click on tickets at the upper right, it will say promo code, and that's where you enter the word speaker. So you can get 10% off. Isn't that awesome? Just because you were listening today, you get 10% off. So I want to see all of you, every single one of you who is listening right now within the sound of my voice, whether you are listening live or whether you are listening on the download or the on demand or it's later, not too much later, but I want to see you there, and I want to meet you and talk with you and see how I can be of service to you and help you, because I'm always willing to help, always willing to open up and help you with all the information that you need. So LIFT Conference 2017, Kim and Ranelli, you guys were awesome, and I know they're in different places right now listening. So, it was good that we could kind of come together on that one day and get this done. So, as I said, we are closing out right now. Please, right now, since this is the end of the show, go to liftconference2017.com, get your tickets, and meet me in Philadelphia in the Poconos in October. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to meet you. And next week we'll be continuing again on our trending journey. We're going to find out how to use trends, what trends are, what's news, Jack, and I got all kind of good stuff for you. And then if you're not on my newsletter list right now, then you need to go to csicorporation.com and sign up right now, because I got some great stuff coming down the pike. I've been working on it for the last couple of days, and because you are listening live right now, you're the first one that's even going to know about it. I got a whole series about trending and downloads about trending and how to use trending that are going to take you another level beyond what you're listening to on the podcast. So go to the site, csicorporation.com, sign up for the list. You'll actually get something free. You'll get 7 client-getting strategies of the report that I did, how you can start making your website into a wow website. That's all for today. I will see you next time. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. For information about guests, products, or services that were mentioned in this episode, log on to our website at www.csicorporation.com/unmarketing. To learn more, get a glimpse of our upcoming schedule, and join the unmarketing nation of entrepreneurs who are using marketing techniques that work right now. Until next time, keep moving forward.